The Emerald Isle, the thriving city of Dublin, and we're glad to have you with us from Aviva Stadium. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, both North Carolina and TCU are thrilled to start the college football season here in Ireland. Remember, this is a matchup that was last year's opening game for North Carolina, and TCU got a win in Chapel Hill. There's a lot of revenge on the line, but more importantly, just excitement to be playing here in Ireland, where we are developing so many new college football fans. North Carolina versus TCU. Cannot wait to get the ball in the air. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air, it's Craig. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Walker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Under fire, and he never had a chance.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give from the gun. To the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Breaks into the open. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Finding an escape route. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Makes the grab. It's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. Third down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Craig. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And you watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes the grab. It's Washington. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
Running inside. It's Hall. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Edwards. Got it. Got room at the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, North Carolina. A great catch and run for 6.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Here he comes. This is a gamble. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got a lot of room to the right. The 30, the 20, inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
To the air, it's Edwards. They're working that left side. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UNC!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to fire to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The run inside. It's Payne. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looking downfield, it's Craig. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
To the air on first down. Makes a catch. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a
touchdown, Tar Heel! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half, with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Sometimes you just have to take the touchback. They get him down at the 4-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Horned Frogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it on the outside. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, man, that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. Throws toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Arizona Wildcats. And it's Kansas State looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Great place to start for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
To the air, it's Edwards. Swings it out to the flat. Still running at the 40. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hall. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And how about that play by the free safety? You sort of got the feeling somebody's band was going to be playing after that one. Big gamble by the defense.
Yeah, hey, great job timing it up and catching them off guard, bringing the blitz. It is. You say that because I get it. It's high risk, high reward. That time, high reward, getting the sack.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. On the ground, it's Payne. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Moving out to the right. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Rides to the back. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Give to the running back. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat.
They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Dropping back, it's Craig. Another incompletion on third down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Back to throw. It's Craig. Fires to the tight end. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He'll throw it. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
You don't see bat downs all the time. A lot of times guys break on the football, do defensive backs, and then trying to catch it and make a play. I like he knew where he was. He's in the end zone, not trying to give up points. Does a great job breaking on the football and swatting it to the ground.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it. He caught it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got his man. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. The Horned Frogs answer right back. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Wants to throw. It's Craig. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. TCU calls its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Running inside, it's Hall. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air, it's Craig. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes a deep grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And that is the play this offense needed, and it comes from a long shot in the passing game to now get within 2 late. And you know this coach is going for 2 at this point now. You're dialing up your best 2-point play. But what a great job of execution by the offense in a huge moment in this game.
He's got it. The 2 is good, and we have ourselves a tie game. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Some people in this situation would say take it in. Some people say let the clock run out. I'll go win it in overtime. I say go for it. I like it. I think the coach says the same thing. Passing the ball a little bit down the field here. Be aggressive. Go try to get the win.
Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Got the back over the middle. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
And this defense makes a big game-changing play late in the football game. You know what? Forget leaving it to your offense. Forget that. I'm going to take matters into my own hand. They get in the backfield. They force the safety. They take the lead. And now their offense has got the football in the fourth quarter in a great situation.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Looks it in at the 40. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.